Once upon a time, deep within the heart of Africa, where the savannah meets the jungle and the air hums with secrets, there was a village called Mapiko. It was a place where stories were as abundant as the barrel trees, and the most intriguing of these tales was that of the lost city of Amani. In Mapiko lived a young man named Kofi, who grew with an insatiable curiosity. His grandmother, Na, was the village's storyteller, and her tales were like a warm fire on a cold night, filling the listeners with wonder and excitement. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle, Na would gather the children around and weave her magic with words. One night, as the full moon casts its silvery glow over the village, Na began her favorite story, the tale of the lost city of Amani. Amani, she whispered, her eyes twinkling like the stars above, is a city of unimaginable riches, where the walls are adorned with precious gems and magic flows like water. Kofi, wide-eyed and enraptured, asked, "Grandmother, has anyone ever found Amani?" Na smiled, her wrinkles deepening with the wisdom of ages. "Only those with a pure heart and an unwavering spirit can find the path to Amani, my dear Kofi. It is a place hidden from the eyes of greed and seen only by those worthy of its secrets." Years went by, and the story of Amani grew like a seed in Kofi's heart. He often daydreamed about finding the lost city, imagining its golden spires and enchanted gardens. As he grew older, this dream turned into a burning desire to uncover the truth behind the legend. One day, after much contemplation and with the blessing of his grandmother, Kofi decided to embark on the journey to find Amani. Armed with little more than his grandmother's stories and a heart full of hope, he ventured into the dense forest that bordered Mapiko. The forest was a labyrinth of towering trees and tangled vines, where the sunlight barely pierced through the canopy, and every rustle of leaves seems to whisper ancient secrets. Kofi's journey was anything but easy. The forest tested him with every step he took. He faced treacherous paths, wild animals, and dark nights, so dark that it felt as if the stars had abandoned the sky. But Kofi pressed on, guided by his grandmother's stories and a dream that refused to fade. One night, as he rested by a river that glistered under the moonlight like a silver snake, Kofi had a dream. In it, a majestic lion with a mane like spun gold appeared. The lion's eyes were wise and ancient, and it spoke with a voice that rumbled like distant thunder. "Follow your heart, Kofi, and you will find what you seek." Kofi awoke with a start, feeling a strange sense of purpose. He knew he had to continue, for the spirits were guiding him. Days turned into weeks, and just as Kofi's hope began to wane, he stumbled upon an ancient stone path, overgrown with moss and ivy. The path seemed to call to him, like a long-lost friend beckoning him home. The path led him to a hidden valley, surrounded by towering cliffs that seemed to touch the sky. In the center of the valley lay the lost city of Amani, its golden spires reaching towards the heavens, and its walls adorned with precious gems that sparkled like the night sky. The city was more magnificent than any story could capture, a place where every stone had a tale to tell. As Kofi wandered through the deserted streets, he felt a strange energy, as if the city itself was alive, watching and waiting. He found himself in a grand hall, its ceiling a mosaic of brilliant colors, depicting the history of Amani. In the center of the hall stood a fountain, its waters shimmering with an otherworldly glow. Kofi approached the fountain and peered into its depth. In the waters, he saw visions of the city's past, a thriving metropolis where magic flowed as freely as the river Nile, and riches were but a byproduct of wisdom and peace. He saw the city's downfall, brought about by the greed and jealousy of outsiders. To protect its essence, the city's elders cast a powerful spell, cloaking Amani in an impenetrable veil. As Kofi gazed into the waters, a figure emerged, the spirit of the city's lost guardian. The guardian was a regal figure, draped in robes that shimmered like the northern lights, his eyes holding the depths of ages. He spoke, his voice echoing like the gentle rumble of distant thunder. You have found Amani, though not through desires for riches, but through the purity of your heart. The city's secrets are now yours to protect. Kofi bowed respectfully, his heart pounding with awe and gratitude. The guardian continued, Amani's true wealth lies not in its gold, but in the wisdom and purity of its heart. You must share this knowledge with the world, but remember, the city itself must remain hidden, protected from those who seek it for the wrong reasons. Kofi spent several days in Amani, absorbing its secrets and understanding its magic. When it was time to leave, the guardian gifted him a small golden amulet, imbued with the city's magic. This will guide and protect you, the guardian said. Remember, Amani's true treasure is the wisdom it holds. Returning to Mapiko, Kofi was greeted with wonder and curiosity. He shared his tale, not focusing on the city's riches, but on the lessons he had learned. He spoke of the importance of a pure heart, the value of wisdom over wealth, and the magic that exists in the world for those who are open to it. His grandmother, Na, listened with a pride shining in her eyes. She knew that Kofi had become not just a seeker of stories, but a guardian of ancient wisdom. The legend of the lost city of Amani lived on, woven into the fabric of their culture, and Kofi, now a wise elder himself, continued to inspire the village with his tales. Years passed, and Kofi became known as the greatest storyteller of Mapiko. His tales were a bridge between the past and the future, a reminder that the greatest treasures are often found not in gold, but in the journeys we take and the hearts we touch. He taught children that magic is real and that it resides in the purity of their hearts and the wisdom of their actions. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle, Kofi would gather the children around the fire and begin his stories, and always he will end with a gentle reminder. Remember, my children, the true riches of life are found in the heart and in the magic in the stories we share. The lost city of Amani became a legend passed down through generations, a story of hope, wisdom, and the enduring power of a pure heart. And so on, the magic of Amani lived on, forever hidden, yet forever present in the hearts of those who believed in its story. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment, and don't forget to always hit your notification bell